If you do, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for your support. Today I want to talk about God said fathers must do better for their children. They can lose or gain the time respectfully. Right now, our young children are going through a lot with their father. You know, my son, he just, regained his relationship back with his father. His father haven't been around in a long time, about 3 years. And Andrew, you know, he been going through a lot. A lot of people going through a lot with their fathers. And I want to say to the fathers, you got to step up and take care of your priorities. You got that woman pregnant, you need to take care of your priorities. You can't get mad because she put you on child support or she tell the court that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. As a father, anytime a man get a woman pregnant, you need to take care of your responsibility. You have to take care of your responsibility. The court will tell you that as well. You get a woman pregnant, you have to take care of your responsibility. You cannot expect her, just do everything. You want her to pay for this, pay for that, pay for this, and you just living your best life like you ain't got no responsibility. No, God will tell you, a man is a fool. He had that in the Bible. He said he's just terrible. He's terrible if he can't take care of that lady that he had a baby with. He what good is he? The Bible talks about if a man doesn't work, he shouldn't eat. We got to make sure that, as the woman, take care of your responsibility. If the father's not there, as a woman, pull it together. Do what you got to do. But God said fathers must do better. You got to do better. You a father, you got a young woman pregnant, she pregnant, and you need to take care of the baby. Ain't no, oh, go to the clinic, go get abortion. No, it's time for you to be a man. You stepped up and had sex with her. It's time for you to step up and take care of your responsibility. These guys now today, they don't want to take care of their responsibility. They so pressed to have sex with you, but they don't want to lay down and take care of the responsibility. This generation is funny and it's sad because it's like these guys out here now, they just want sex. And it is what it is. They just want sex. They don't want no real committed relationship. They don't want no commitment. They don't want no real thing. They just want, oh, let's have sex and let's just go. Right now, people just using each other in a relationship just for, the pleasure. And what I'm saying to you is this: you have to be the responsibility. You got to take care of the responsibility. You end up having sex with that man. You got to realize you become pregnant, you got to take care of your responsibility. It doesn't matter you use condoms. I tell people this all the time. It does not matter you use condoms. You still can get pregnant. Stop looking at people, oh, I'm not going to get pregnant, I'm good. God showed me somebody pregnant. It's something in your stomach. The Lord said something in your stomach is moving around. And he said, you're going to find out that you're pregnant. This is somebody confirmation. The Lord said you are pregnant. This morning you felt something in your stomach moved around. There's somebody confirmation. The Lord said you are pregnant. That's your confirmation. The Lord said you are pregnant. You will test yourself maybe next week or the week after, but you are pregnant. Somebody is pregnant. You're going to find out. That's your confirmation. It's something moving in your stomach and you like, oh my God, I'm good. But no, you pregnant. God, he's going to reveal it to you in a couple of days. You will see it. All I want to say is the fathers, you got to step up. Take one step at a time. Do what you got to do. You shouldn't be going back and forth to court because you can't take care of your kids. That's embarrassing. For a grown man to go back and forth to court because you're not paying child support or you're not taking care of your kids, it's nasty. My son is 6 years old. And, he start back talking to his father. He's excited. And the favorite movie he like is Daddy, what is it? Daddy Boot Camp. Them little TV shows. He loved the TV show. He keep watching the same TV show over and over again. I'm like, boy, you keep watching the same thing. But boys, they love their father. They need their father. Every little boy need their father, because that's the reason, that's how God made it. God made, the mother's supposed to help the daughters and, learning how to do certain things. As she grow up, she would come on her cycle or her period and all this. And as the guy get older, the father can talk to the son about girls and all the other stuff. But I would say, we just have to stay prayed up. You just have to stay prayed up over your baby father and say, Lord, just keep them and keep them, You got to pray over your baby father. You got to pray and ask God to change their mind, because, like I said, I went through the same thing twice and twice, When I had Andrew, I tried to work it out with his father. It didn't work out. He didn't want to help me. And we stopped talking and stuff. And same with my daughter father. He ain't trying to, he helps, but he don't want to talk and all of that stuff. So I just do what I got to do for the kids. After I finish this, I'm going to take them to Chuck E. Cheese and let them have a good day. Because you think my life stopped because a man don't want to be in my life? No. One thing I can tell you about a mother, we keep moving. We ain't waiting on nobody. One thing about me, I don't wait on nobody. I'm not waiting on no grown man. I'm not waiting on nobody. Me, I got to keep moving. Because that's how God wants us to do. God don't want us to worry about the past and worry about people. God wants us to press. He wants us to do whatever it takes to get closer to him. And Psalms 103:13 says, as a father show completion to his children. No, I read that wrong. Excuse me, y'all. Psalms 103:13, it reads, as a father show compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion to those who fear us. Let me tell y'all this. Fathers got to step up. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm telling you, I feel in the spirit, if these fathers don't step up, the court going to do more. And they got to understand that the court ain't playing. If you ain't going to take care of your kids, you might as well just say, look, I give up my right. I just can't do it. That's what some of them need to do. You can't take care of your kids. Just say, look, I just can't be a father right now. I got to get my mind right. These kids are innocent. They need their father. They need their mother in their life. Same with the ladies. They can be on crackhead. They can be on drugs. But I'm talking about the fathers. The fathers have to step up. The boys need their father. They need their father. Same with the daughters. They need their father. Sometimes the daughters, they talk to their father when they can't talk to the mother about stuff. And I just want to say, you can gain or you can lose. You can gain or lose the time. And when you lose the time with your children, they begin to hate you. When you lose the time with your kids, they build up a lot of frustration with you. They don't want to see you. They don't want to be bothered with you. Some of them, when they're young, like 5 or 6 is okay. But all I'm saying is you got to build up the time. If you was a father and you wasn't really there in your child life, you need to take care of your responsibility. Stop walking out your kid's life and be a better father. Just because your father wasn't in your life, does not mean that you don't have to be in your child life. Don't follow the cycle of your father. You can break that abomination. You can break that curse. My father wasn't in my life, he may say. Same with my baby father. He say, Andrew dad, he said his father wasn't in his life. And I said to him, I said, Andrew still need his dad. We got to understand that these kids, they need their father. And I'm happy, Andrew and his father, they start talking again. Andrew's excited. He keep watching Daddy Boot Camp on TV. And I'm telling you, he been watching that movie for a long time. I say about 7, 8 times he rewatched the same movie because he want to spend time with his dad. And what I'm saying is, as a mother, fathers have to do better. Because if they don't, I'm telling you, the judge, and when I say the judge, I'm talking about the court. They're going to start doing more with these fathers. It ain't even going to be $1,000. It's going to be more than that. They're going to have to pay all this money for child support. They're going to have to do so much. So all I'm saying is do what you have to do for your kids. Take care of your responsibility. Be a great father, you know. Don't worry about what other people say. Just do what you have to do for your kids. And it doesn't matter if you're with the baby mother or not. If you're not with the baby mother, move on with your life and just say, look, I'm going to do what I got to do for my kids. You know, I just want to take care of my responsibility. If you and the baby mother is no longer together, take him to court and take care of your responsibility. Take that baby daddy to court and deal with him through the court of law. Some of y'all women, y'all need to just deal with some of your baby fathers through the courthouse and just keep it like that. Keep it simple. Make it easy for you. In Proverbs 13:24, it says, whoever spreads the rod hates his son, but who loves him is diligent, discipline him. We got to discipline our kids. Same with the mothers. You can't, listen, what I do, I'm going to tell y'all this. When I first had Andrew, and this was crazy. I was in a dollar store this weekend. This guy was just talking and talking. He was saying how he popped this 5-month-old niece or whatever he was saying. And I was saying to myself, I was like, I think that's a little too young to be popping the baby. But the Bible do tell us to discipline our children. But 5 months and, you know, a year, I would just say, just talk to your kid. Me, I'm different. And, you know, I'm just different. Me, I don't like to pop my children, but I do like to discipline them by talking. And a lot of people may say, Ashley, no, you can't really talk. But I'm saying it's really good to talk to your kids. If you can talk to your kids and just say stand in the corner, you can say no TV, no ice cream, nothing. Because these kids, they're going to have to start listening to you. If you don't start putting your foot down on these kids and telling them, look, obedience is better than sacrifice. Like I tell my son, every time we show up, I look at that progress report he showed me. The report card was excellent, but the behavior chart was just terrible. Every day, just showing off. Now he gets smiley faces. He happy because I'm doing this reward thing. I said, if you get smiley face every week, we're going to buy you 2 toys on Friday. Because we got to make sure, listen, the mothers, we're going to take care of our babies. But the fathers, you have to step up. It's time for the daddies to step up. I'm going to tell you this. When I grew up, I had my mother and father in my life. And my baby father, he did not have, you know, his father in his life. So when we began to talk, we both came from different backgrounds. His situation, he went through more than what I went through. Me, I learned the hard way and tough way, but he learned a different way as well. But he was more rougher. His situation was more rougher than mine. Like me, I knew how to get a job. I know how to clean myself, you know, like straighten myself up as a woman. And he was struggling in certain areas. And I told him, I said, you know, when I get my check, I'll give you some money. And me, I wasn't, you know, I wasn't scared because I was working for, you know, the government or whatever. And I told him I can give you some money so you can get some stuff that you need. If you need to get clothes, you know, underwears, whatever you need, tank tops, I get you $400. I gave him some money and he got some clothes and stuff. We got some clothes. And ever since then, you know, we talk, we say hi and stuff to each other because I want y'all to understand, you got to learn how to forgive your baby father and move on. Just because you're not with them, just because, you know, you're not in a relationship, just work the relationship out for the children. Just say hi and bye. Just say, hey, how you doing? There's nothing wrong with speaking to your baby father, saying, hey, have a great day and whatever. But you got to learn how to break that. You got to learn how to break some things. When you learn how to break some things that you hold against your baby father, baby mother, God will bless you just by you saying hello. All it takes is one word. You know, I'm going to tell you something. Like I said Monday, I prayed for Andrew to regain his relationship with his father. And it happened that one day. Just by me talking. Just by me talking to God. He called that same day his father. Hey, I was calling to speak to Andrew. How you doing? And I said, I put him on the phone. Andrew, you know, he's doing good. My son was having stuttering problems. And now he's doing good with his speech. But what I'm saying to y'all is this. You have to step up as a man. You know, you don't want, I'm telling y'all, in the court of law, they getting ready to step up, believe me or not. But this child support and all this stuff is getting ready to change. And these fathers need to be aware that if you don't take care of your responsibility, you're going to miss out on the opportunity of your children. So what I'm saying to every father that's watching me and you got a child out here, you better start taking care of your responsibility or they going to lock you up, or you're going to have to pay child support for the rest of your life. And I mean, that child support going to be like $15,000. It's going to go higher than what it is. So all I'm saying is stop being in your child life. Do whatever you got to do to have that relationship with your child. Don't worry about the baby mother. You ain't got to have a, listen, you can have a plain, simple relationship with your baby mother. That's it. You have to learn how to break some things. Like me, I loved the Andrew father. That is true. But we learn how to talk. We learn how to co-parent. We learn how to pass certain things. You got to learn how to talk to each other. You got to learn how to pass that connection that you had in the past. Oh, I love you. I miss you and stuff. You got to learn how to push through and say, look, I'm going to do this because my son. That's what I told him. I said, we're going to have to do this for Andrew. We're going to have to push this through. Even after we broke up, we said we're going to do this because Andrew is important. We had a baby. We had Andrew when I was 20, I believe 22. Just take care of your responsibility. You know, as a Christian, if you're a Christian, if you're not a Christian, if you trying to become a Christian, if you're trying to get yourself together, just ask God to help you and just start strengthening yourself and just say, Lord, help me because I need help. You know, as a father, I just want to say to y'all, as the fathers, you're going to have to step up because I'm telling you, I feel it that these courts, they getting ready to change a lot of things. And a lot of fathers are going to be going behind, they're going to be going in jail because they're not taking care of their kids. A lot of kids right now is like, my dad is not in my life. You know, when my son, when he was like, I think when Andrew was like 4, you know, I didn't really know how to talk to him about his dad. But I said to Andrew, I said, he'd come back around. And Andrew was 4. And Anita father, I believe I met Anita father when Andrew was around 4. And he helped me with Andrew and whatever. But the point I'm saying is this. Sometimes God will allow somebody to help you just for a moment. To let you know that I still got somebody prepared for you. God has somebody prepared for each and one of us. And I want you to understand, just because you and your baby father is not together does not mean it's the end of the world. God has somebody for you that will love you for who you are. You have to stop allowing the enemy to put negative thoughts in your mind and say you're not going to have somebody that loves you. You're not going to have somebody that cares about you. We just have to learn how to be patient. Once we learn how to be patient, God can do whatever he needs to do in our life. In Proverbs 22:6, it says, train up a child in a way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. You got to train up your child. Fathers have to train up their child. Mothers have to train up their child. You have to train up your child in the way that you want them to become. If you train up your child in the world and you ain't got no commandments or anything, then you can't get mad. How your child come out? You can't get mad because you raising your child wrong. You not doing this. Listen to this one. And listen to this one. Proverbs 23:24 says, the father of a righteous will greatly rejoice. He who ever believe in him should not perish but have eternal life. All I'm saying to the fathers, please step up in your kids' life. Do whatever you got to do. Stop allowing your kids to cry on the steps. Stop allowing your kids to cry at night. Kids are crying because they miss their father. Their father needs to be in their life. They have to be in their children's life. These kids need a father. It's okay, the mothers, but they need their father. You wondering why your child is gay. You wondering why your child is switching. It's because you're not there. to help them with that part where they supposed to be strong at, where they supposed to get they, you know, as a father, you're supposed to teach your child about their body. Me, I'm a woman. And for me to teach my son a lot of things, I can do it. But I'm just saying, it's good to hear it from the father. Sometimes, you know, God will allow everybody to go through things to wake us up. But all I'm saying is, the fathers, you got to step up in your child life. Whatever you're going through, give it to God. Allow God to be your source. And just start praying. Ask God to help you to be a better father. Ask God to help you to give a job, you know, get a job that you like. Whatever you like to do, apply for it. You know, apply for the job. You know, make sure you come to work on time. Keep your job. And, you know, do the best that you can for yourself. It does. Let me tell you this. God can do a turnaround. I see a father that is turning around. God is going to turn you around. You're in a situation right now where you're not working. You're in a situation right now, you may be sick. You're in a situation right now where you feel like you can't move anymore. I want you to know that God is going to encourage you. God is going to touch you and allow you to do what He asking you to do. God has to take you out of one situation and put you in another situation. But I'm telling you, apply for a job and do what you have to do in your kid life. Your child want to see you. It's not even about the child support. It's about spending time with your child. Yeah, the baby mother may have you on that child support because she figured that you wasn't doing anything. You got to take care of your responsibility. These men out here, they got to understand, you laid down and had sex with her. She got pregnant. Take care of your responsibility. Take care of it. In 3 John 1:4, it reads, I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. You want your child to walk in the truth. You want your child to be speaking about God. If your child is not speaking about God, it's because you're not teaching them nothing. Your child, let me tell y'all this. I'm going to tell you something. What church, and my son, you know, when he was young, I would let him play games because he was a baby. But as my son got older, I'm talking about 4 or 5, I allow him to listen to the pastor, and he'd be like, he would get in the service and he'd be like, yes, yes, Lord. My son be participating. He 4. He will be. I'm talking about when he was 4 years old, my son was in the church clapping his hands. He was participating. He was doing everything he was supposed to do. At 4 years old, just sitting down in service, doing what he had to do. Because he wanted to hear the word of God. And that's what I'm saying. As a mother, like I said, the mother's doing a lot more than the fathers. And the fathers have to step up. I'm talking about right now, in this generation, right now, fathers have to step up or they're going to lose a lot. You have to step up to the plate or you're going to lose your child. You're going to lose it. And if you don't, and listen, you're going to lose it. Which means you can't see your child anymore. Which means the mother going to have full custody. And the judge, sometimes these judges, when they know you're not doing anything for your child, I mean, what can you do if the lady that if she's dating another man and that man adopted your child, it's nothing you can really do. Because, I mean, these people need to understand that if you're not in part of your child life, is no reason for you to get mad or upset because you're not doing anything for your child. All I'm saying is, fathers, step up for your children. Do the best that you can so you won't lose anything. The way how you gain everything back is being in your child life, being there. Do everything you have to do and always be responsible. Take care of your responsibility. It may hurt you. You may gotta cry. You may have to get it out. Get whatever you need to get out and just be in your child life. Love your child. Start over. Start fresh. Take your child out to a restaurant and just tell them that you're sorry. Tell them I'm going to make up the time. Tell them, son, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like a father apologizing. Some of you fathers need to apologize to your kids. And stop being trifling. You so busy sleeping with all these baby mothers and making all these kids, and you don't have no sympathy. You don't have nothing but just to say, oh, hey, son, what's up? I'm sorry that I did what I did. No, you need to be in your son's life. And some of the sons, they need love from their father. Some of them don't get the love from the heart, the connection love. Like, Dad, I needed you and you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is God said fathers must do better. You got to do better. If you're a father, take care of your kids. Do what you got to do. Put yourself together and just do everything so you won't lose nothing. You know, just take care of your responsibility. The more you take care of your responsibility, God will bless you. God will bless you. Unbelievable things will happen. Unbelievable things will happen. You'll be receiving checks. You'll be receiving so many things in your life, and you'll be like, Lord, wow. God gonna do some things in your life where you like, Lord, I don't know how I made it through. I'm telling you, it's so many guys out here, so many homeless men out here talking about, I don't know how I did it. I was just reading this man's story, how he talked about how he slept in his car, how he slept on the street. He didn't have anything. God gave him a car. He got a car. Then he started sleeping in hotels. Now he got his own place. God can change a man. He can change a man. If the man is serious. Now, if he faking and all this, and he talking about, well, I can't do all this. Listen, God can change a man's heart. God changed David's heart. David was a sinner. David was a sinner, but David changed his heart. You read that story about David and see what David went through. David went through a lot. All I'm saying is be a father to your kids. Your father, listen, even though your father wasn't in your life, you be a better father to your own kids. Don't worry about what your father did. Your father wasn't in your life, so be in your child life now. You got your own kids. You got to take care of your responsibility. It's time for you to step up, take care of your responsibility, be the best that you can be. And stop relying on the past. You got to let go of the past. You got to let go of the past. Allow God to be your source. Allow God to help you. Allow God to just do what he needs to do in your life. Because a lot of y'all right now, you so on the past. Oh, I can't let this person go. Allow God to help you to gain the strength back. Allow God to give you the strength that you need, you know. All I'm saying is do the best that you can for your kids. Your kids need you. And like I said, when I was growing up, I had both of my parents, and I never went through that. You know, I never went through, you know, my parents was separated. No, my parents been married for almost 30-something years. I think 34, 35 years. I never went through it. His background was different from mine. His father wasn't in his life. His mother was there, but his father wasn't there. And, you know, you can have a divorce, separation. Things happen in kids' life, and it makes them mad. So when they have their kids, they begin to stress it out on the children. So all I'm saying is, fathers, do better for your kids. Step up to the responsibility, because I'm telling you, I feel in my spirit, if you don't do what you're supposed to do for your child, guess what? You're going to have to pay child support. And I mean, child support is going to go up. And they not playing. The court is not playing with these child support checks. People thinking that the court is lying and playing. They not. The court will allow a lot of things to go up because people are playing. And it's hard. It really is hard. A lot of people say, oh, the baby mother, she got a job. Why she can't take care of the child? Listen, because you the father, you should take care of the child too. You lay down with her. Why you can't take care of the child too? These fathers are so lazy. You got to take care of your responsibility. Take care of your responsibility and say, God, help me to keep some money in my pocket. Let me tell y'all this. When I was working, the way I used to carry money was crazy. I would carry like $400 in my wallet, which was crazy. I didn't know I was that. I mean, I was acting like I'm rich. I would carry like $400 in my wallet, $500. And something in me said, Ashley, look, you carrying too much money on you. You got to stop it. Because I'm telling you, these baby fathers have to do better now. If a woman can carry all that money on her like that, the father should be carrying money like that, you know. But one thing about me, I always took care of my children. That's why I had got full custody, because I know I can take care of my kids. Doesn't matter. And let me tell you this. Yes, I have a disability, but you can't tell. I got a disability, but I got full custody of my kids. I had to get full custody of my kids because the fathers don't want to do nothing. When you know the fathers ain't doing nothing, you got to step up. And I'm going to tell you this, as the woman, you got to do whatever it takes. You got to put your pain, away and just do what God asked you to do. It going to hurt. Listen to me. You going to hurt for a while because you love them. You cared about your baby father. But you got to do whatever it takes to take care of your kids. The baby father, they missed out. And now they trying to gain time. Oh, I'm trying to make up this time. I'm trying to do this. It doesn't matter how old your child is. It could be a girl, a boy. You need to be in your child life. And then you say, oh, only time the father comes around is when it's their birthday, a holiday, or, you know, just an event. Be in your child life all times. Talk to the baby mother. See, can you get a child this weekend or next weekend? Whatever. Spend time with each other and give the child time with the father. You know, the baby mothers, we have to learn how to get our feelings out of everything. Stop putting your feelings in, oh, I don't want him to take my son and all this stuff. You got to learn how to let that man be a father to his child. You can't hold on to him anymore. You got to realize that relationship is dead. How can you hold on to a man and you've been divorced with him 5 years, or y'all been together, you know, y'all have, even though y'all been together 15 years and you had a divorce 5 years, you got to learn how to let him go. You got to learn how to let that man go and just say, God, look, I'm putting him in his father will, and just let his father take care of him. That's what some of y'all mothers may have to do. If you know that the son need their father, you may have to do that. Because maybe you need time to yourselves. Women go through a lot. But me, I'm good. I can take care of my kids. You know, I can take care of my kids, but I know some women, they just need the baby father to take care of the children. Because they may be on crack, or they may be on some type of drug. But I thank God I wasn't on no drugs, because it's not easy. You know, being on drugs and stuff and you trying to take care of a child, that's not cute at all. But people go through a lot of things, and I'm just saying, you know, you got to take care of your responsibility. You have kids, take care of your responsibility, do the best that you can as a mother, as a father, and just try to gain their relationship back. As a father, try to gain your child relationship back, and just know that you need to be in that child life right now. What matters right now is being in your child life right now. What matters right now, step up to the plate and do whatever it takes. You may be in the hospital, you may be sick, you may be on your last breath, but take care of your kids while you're still here, while you're still living. You need to be doing a lot of stuff. You need to be saving money for your kids. You need to be trying to do a will, all this stuff while you living. You mean tell me if you die, you ain't got nothing left for your kids? All this stuff. It's some crazy stuff. This generation, let me tell y'all this generation is just jacked up. It's so jacked up that it's like nobody been taught how to treat their kids, how to raise these children, how to really be under these kids and talk to them about God. Like when my grandmother was living, she had me like under her shoulder. She had me like right here by her like that. And I learned so much from her. This generation, these grandmothers are twerking on social media. They ain't trying to help these kids with nothing. They teaching these kids how to twerk. And it's not even about shaking your behind. It's about teaching these kids about the word of God. This generation is just jacked up. It's jacked up. It's messed up. Teaching your kids how to shake their behind. Teaching your kids how to have sex, and teaching your kids wrong things when you need to be teaching your kids about spreading the word of God and teaching them that if you're not saved, you just gonna miss out on God. And it's the truth. Me as a mother, I have to pull the weight. I have to pull the weight. And when I knew that I had to pull the weight, I put my feelings behind me and I prayed at night and I got on my knees and I did whatever I had to do, because I said I gotta take care of my kids. When a mother has to take care of kids, you got to do what you got to do. You got to put your feelings behind you. Pray on your knees. Don't let your kids see nothing. If your kids see you crying, let them see you crying. My kids, they see me cry in the shelter. They see me cry. So I'm not hiding nothing. My son asked me a lot of time, Mommy, why you crying? I'm crying because I need the Lord to step up and just help us. I need the Lord to step up and help us. And I'm being honest. I really needed God to help us when we was going through a lot. We was going through a lot. Y'all, I'm serious. I'm happy I didn't lose my mind. I'm happy that I didn't go crazy. Because I could have went crazy. But God hold me together the whole time. He hold me together. God will hold you together when you keep him first. I mean, I was mad. I didn't like what I was going through. I tried to make the relationship work, and I asked God, and God would just tell you, he tell you right there, period. That ain't the one for you. Plain and simple. You think that's the man for you? That's not the man for you. Go lay down. That's not the person for you. And sometimes we just have to do what we have to do. We just have to continue to pray, stay prayed up, and just ask God to wipe away our tears. As the mother, you have to be the strong person for your kid. And God will bless you with a man. When you put God first, allow God to be first and allow God to bless you on his time. Don't rush and try to be wearing thongs out here. Every time you bend down, you try to show your behind. Let God bless you with somebody that will love you. You don't have to step down. Only thing you have to do is stay who you are. Don't change nothing. Be who you are. Be a holy woman. If you holy, live holy. Be holy. Don't change your standards for nobody. Don't change who you are for nobody. Do what you have to do. All I'm saying, for the fathers, step up and take care of your responsibility. It's either you're going to gain respect, you're going to gain your child back, or you're going to lose everything. Because if you lose everything, I'm telling you, the child going to hate you. They don't want to see you. They don't want to be around you. My son, I remember my son would say some things out of his mouth. And I said, Lord, I just pray that they just start talking again. And they talking and it's doing great. It's doing pretty good. But like I said, that's all that matters is the kids. You got to focus on the kids. If the mother and father not together, just focus on the child. Just do what you got to do for your kids. It is. Just focus on your kids. Make sure you put your kids first. And just know that trouble don't last always. But joy it gonna come. The joy gonna come. And with your kids, when you're going through a lot, pray with your children. Prayer works. Prayer works in everything. Prayer works for everything. You could be in the hospital. You could be, different places. God will allow prayer to stretch out in your life. Wherever you're going through, stretch out and pray. Say, Lord, I need you to change my life. Lord, I need you to help me to just wake up. Some of y'all are still trying to make relationships work, and it's just not working. I don't care what man tell you, baby, I love you, and you just drop your drawers over I love you. Like, come on, like you got to be doing better for yourself. You too old to be acting like a teenager. Some of y'all is so grown. I see like you just in your 30s, you act childish. You got to really step up to the plate and just say, look, I'm going to take care of my children. I'm going to do what I got to do. When I became a mother at the age of 21 years old, I stepped up, got full custody of my child, and look at me. Almost 7 years. My daughter, 2 years. I'm not married, but somebody had to, listen, somebody had to do something. Somebody had to pull the weight, so I pulled the weight. I had to do what I had to do. I had my days when I cried and stuff, but I get on my knees. At night, I'm on my knees. You got to get on your knees. Pull the weight. Pull the weight as the mother. Deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with the weight. Sometimes the fathers, they may walk away. They may not want to do nothing. You got to pull the weight. Pull the weight. Deal with it and say, Lord, have mercy on me. Lord, thank you. You got to start thanking God. Stop complaining about your situation. Lord, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can be a mother. This is too much for me. Learn how to pull the weight. Learn how to pull the weight. Lay down. Lay down. It's not funky. Lay down. You got to learn how to pull the weight. Learn how to pull the weight and just ask God to have mercy on you. Do whatever you got to do. You know? Come on. You got to put it away and just say, Lord, help me. Because, like I said, this generation right now, it's just nasty. This generation right now is nasty. And I got to be tough on my kids because it's like it's no respect. It really is. There's no respect. The grandmothers teaching their kids how to twerk. The grandmothers was teaching their children. Let me tell y'all, when my grandmother was living, she would teach me and my sisters how to pray. My grandmother was teaching me and my sisters how to pray when she was here. She ain't teach us how to do no funny stuff. She told us to seek the Lord. And I'm sure my sisters remember this conversation. She would laugh. You know, we would laugh all the time. Sometimes we'd be in the bathroom laughing. Sometimes we would be just laughing out the blue. Hi, welcome, welcome. God bless you. Thank you for joining. All I'm saying is, fathers, please step up. If you don't step up, you're going to see what I'm talking about. You're going to be going to court. If you don't take care of your responsibility for your kids, it's going to be too late. And you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose opportunity. You're going to lose chances of seeing your child. When you take care of your responsibility, you can gain everything back. Be a father. Don't never stop. Don't never stop. I'm telling you. Don't never stop doing nothing for your child. Push yourself. Let me tell you something. Even if you don't have a job, push yourself to win. You got to push yourself as a man. As a man, push yourself. I'm speaking life over you. You can get a job. You don't have a job, but you gonna get a job. God gonna help you get a job. All you got to do is apply yourself. How do you apply yourself? Get on that internet every day and say, Lord, help me to find a job. And I promise you, by Friday, you're going to have a job. Because you apply yourself. When you apply yourself, you can't be lazy and sit in the bed and say, God, it's too much for me. I can't do this. Stop crying and just ask God to help you. We have to learn how to push ourselves. And as a woman, don't be so hard on your baby daddies. You know, if you know that he's struggling with a job or he's struggling with stuff, help him. I know this place hiring. Just want to know, did you want to work at Checkers? Do you want to work at, Sears or whatever? They got so many different stores out here that these baby fathers can go to. All I'm saying is this. Help each other. That's how you kill the weight. That's how you kill what's in the middle of y'all. By helping each other. Sometimes, generation it's like a generational curse. You gotta learn how to break that cycle. Break that cycle of jealousy. Break that cycle of what happened in the past. Break that cycle of, oh, I don't like you no more. Oh, you left me and your child. Learn how to break the cycle. Ask God to remove any soul tie. Ask God to remove anything, any hatred that you have against your baby father or baby mother. Say, Lord, I'm sorry, but I don't know why I feel like this. Go on a fast. Anytime you hate somebody's soul or you want to kill somebody, it's because you got some stuff going on in you that you need to release. You got to learn how to get that anger out of you. You're a father, you mad because the baby mother doing more than you. You jealous. You got to learn how to ask God to help you. So how are you going to be jealous of your own baby mother? She applied herself. She worked. Let me tell y'all, when I had Andrew at 9 months, 9 months. Actually, I was like 41 weeks pregnant. So about 10 months. And I waited to get a job. I waited. I healed up a little bit. I told Mom, I said, Mom, I'm getting a job. She said, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm going to get a job. She kept telling me don't get a job. And she was right because I done got a job and I would get phone calls. My son dozed something at somebody's head or something happened. I don't know. Just crazy stuff that was going on. So the reason why I'm not working now is because I want to pay more attention on Andrew's behavior. And I have to monitor it because I want to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to do before I go back to work. If I go to work, I don't think I may go back to work. I think I may start my own thing. Just start my own stuff. You know, I'm thinking about just doing more on this channel. You know, do something, because you got to apply yourself to something. Just don't be sitting at home each day and just watching Lifetime and just watching stories. Apply yourself. God say, have a vision, have a plan in your life. You shouldn't just be sitting at home eating nachos and cheese and dips and all of this stuff. Apply yourself as a father. Get yourself up. Go out there and apply yourself. Get a job. But man, let me tell y'all this. You got to get up. You want a job, you got to get up and apply yourself. When I wanted a job, the one thing I didn't know how to do was them cash register. I could move so fast on the cash register, but I knew I wanted a job. So every day I would wake up and ask people, are you hiring? Are you hiring? Even on the internet, I get on the internet, are you hiring? They would say no. Are you? I was getting rejected. I was getting rejected. Sometimes I would get rejected, but I kept trying. The thing is, y'all have to keep moving. Don't stop. Keep moving and say, look, I'm going to apply myself. I'm going to get a job. I'm going to do whatever it takes. You got to apply yourself. You can't give up because one thing ain't work out. The other one ain't work out. You got to keep moving. You may get a lot of things in your life deleted, but you got to learn how to gain that back and say, look, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to type this, this resume up and just do what I got to do. Do what you got to do to get a job. Do whatever it takes. If you got to fast, sometimes it's fasting. I tell people this all the time. You got to fast. Whatever you want God to do in your life and you need some speed, pray and fast. I need some speed in my life. Pray and fast. Pray and fast, and God will allow you to get whatever you need in your life when you pray and fast. Prayer and fasting will speed up the process when you pray and fast. Lord, I need you to make a way out of no way. God will speed it up. Now listen, when God speed it up for you, make sure you can handle it. Because I'm telling you, God will speed up the process, but you got to catch up to where God is at. And when you too slow for God, he will bring you right back down. I'm telling you, God will bring you right back down because he know you're not ready. You got to allow God to do what he need to do in your life. Some of y'all going through some stuff with your baby father. Forgive them and move on. Move on with your life. Stop holding attitude. Stop holding anger. Life is too short. Learn how to forgive people. Learn how to forgive people. Just move on. Just let go of the heartbreak. Let go of the feeling that you used to have with them. A lot of us, we still need to break soul ties. Soul ties is something that you have with the person that you was in love with. That's why you got to be careful having sex. Because when you have sex, you are building soul ties. You are building soul ties. You got to learn how to break it. The way you break it is stop having sex. The way you break it is say, Lord, you got to go on a fast. You need to go on a fast. You can't control your hormones because every time you turn around, every time I see him, I just got to jump on top of him. You got to learn how to control your body. It's no way in the world every time you see this man, I got to have sex. I really got to drop my drawers. You got to learn how to control yourself. God said you need to control your mind. Control your body. You got to learn how to control yourself. It doesn't matter what nobody telling you. I'm telling you, when I was in sin and I was up there having sex, I stopped it. I made a decision to stop. When the person looked at me, they looked at me and they was like, what? I said, I'm not doing this. I said, I need to be married. I said, I ain't going to be shacking. I sure did. I said, I'm not shacking anymore. I said, I'm stopping it. They got mad and walked away. You got to be that determined to do what God asks you to do. When you do everything that God asks you to do, that's how you be blessed. But if you keep dipping into sex, you keep dipping into sin, you keep dipping into temptations, you put more blood on your hand. You digging your own casket. I tell people this all the time. You digging your own casket. You got to learn how to forgive, move on. Learn how to just tell your baby father, look, I just want you to spend some time with your child. Learn how to forgive them. Learn how to forgive that baby mother. Learn how to forgive people. And just move on. God said fathers must do better. You got to do better for your children. Your children need you. Your daughter needs you. Your son needs you. The boy needs you. He needs you to help him be a man. You wondering why your child gay? Because you haven't spent that time. You can't blame the mother. She a mother. She the sensitive part. She cries, she whines, she go through a lot emotional. This is too much for me, this is too much. And you looking at your son, why you being a cow? Why you acting like a sissy? Why you acting like this? What you mean why they acting like this? Look at you, where have you been? In the street, selling drugs? You ain't no good example. You can be a good example. You change your life. Go to church, get baptized. Lord, I want to get off these drugs. Lord, I just want to change. You can change. You ain't got to remain that crackhead. You ain't got to remain that hoe. You ain't got to remain that prostitution. You ain't got to do nothing as a father. You got to straighten up your life. You got to change from doing them nasty things that you do. Change your nasty thoughts. Change. Get up. Be born again. Say, God, I'm sorry that I keep sinning before you. Learn how to tell God your weakness. Learn how to tell God, God, this is too much for me, but I want to know, how can you help me? Y'all got to learn how to cry on your knees to God. Learn how to go back to your first love. Your first love is God. You trying to figure out love here with this man, trying to fill out love here with this woman. The love of God is what you need. Stop trying to find love in all the wrong places. You trying to find love through that man. I don't care how good the sex is. Stop doing it. I don't care how handsome he is. I don't care how good he kissing your lips and rubbing you down. I don't care. You got to say no. Baby, I love you too much. We need to get married. Every time you having sex with that man, that woman, you are digging your own grave site. And I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling you the truth. You got to be the person that pull away from sin. Yes, you a woman. You need to pull away from it. Yes, you a man. You tell her, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this with you. Every time you having sex with that person, you are dying. And you don't even know it. A lot of church people will tell you that. I'm talking about old saints will tell you that. Old saints. When my grandmother was here, she would tell us, keep your legs. She would say, keep your cookies shut. Her favorite word was keep the cookies closed. What I'm saying to y'all is this. Stop being pressed for sex. Learn how to shut it down. That man can wait. He ain't gonna die. He can wait to have sex. Sex ain't going nowhere, y'all. It's really not. You got to learn how to be celibate. Ask God for a husband. While you single, while you lonely, stop playing with yourself and just say, Lord, help me to find the right one. Help me to find the one that you have for me. Stop trying to play with yourself and do things that you shouldn't be doing. And you wondering why you itching or why you shaking at night. Because you're allowing different spirits on you. When you playing with yourself and you don't have a partner and you doing nasty things out the will of God, you allowing spirits to come on you. A lot of people don't talk like how I talk, but I'm telling you the truth. When you doing nasty things like that out your just being trifling, you need God. You need to stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with yourself and say, God, help me to stop playing with myself at night. Help me to stop playing out of my covers and help me to just help me to come out of this fornication. You still playing with yourself. Somebody, I don't know. God got me on this. God saying somebody's still playing with themselves. Why are you playing with yourself? You need to stop that. Break that. That's a soul tie too. You need to break that soul tie. Soul tie that you're playing with yourself. Stop watching nasty movies. Stop looking at, I don't want to say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. Stop looking at that P word and allow God to be your source. Stop looking at nasty movies and say, Lord, help me to keep my flesh. Y'all gotta allow God to help you. We gotta allow God to help us. All I'm saying is, do what you got to do for your salvation. Stop playing with yourself and just pray to God and say, God, help me to break this condition that I have. When you be honest with God and you tell God the truth, whatever you're going through, just tell him. When I was in sin, when I was a sinner, and I made up my mind, I said, God, help me to get out of this sin. I don't want to be like this forever. I told God, I don't want to be like this forever. I want to break this condition of lust. You got to be the one. You a woman. You a man. You got to be the one to tell your girlfriend, baby, I can't do this. Let's just wait until we get married. You got to set the date. Listen to me. You tell people you ain't financially ready. You know you ain't financially ready. Why you having sex? Why are you doing it? Something in your mind should say, look, let me just wait. Let me just back off a little bit. Let me just chill. Let me just relax. You got to be the one. Sometimes the woman, you got to pull away from the man. If he love you, baby, let me tell you, if he love you, he going to chase you. If he don't chase you, then that all he wanted was sex. If he don't chase you, then you might as well leave him alone. Yeah, as Christians, the Bible will tell you, whatever y'all going through, go to the Bible and read it. Whatever it is, you need help with forgiveness, you need help to stop playing with yourself, you need help in every condition, pray and ask God to help you. Mine was sin and forgiving. I had to learn how to forgive people because every time I was hurt, I carried it to my heart. And that's dangerous. So I learned how to forgive people. I had to forgive a lot of people that hurted me. And I mean, somebody hurt me real bad in my past. I mean, real bad. And I asked God to help me to forgive this person, and I did. Sometimes in your life, you will have people that they just gonna mess up some things in your life. But you need to ask God to help you to forgive. Somebody on here, you need to ask God to help you to forgive and move on. But I want to say be encouraged to everyone. I need to rest my eyes. So I got a couple of more videos throughout the day. But I just want to say to the fathers, do what you got to do for your kids. Don't allow nobody to stop it. Not your baby mother, the lawyer, the court. Do what you got to do. Amen. We got to do what we got to do as parents. Do co-parenting. You know, co-parenting. Do whatever you got to do. And ask God to help you. You know, ask God to help you. Say, Lord, help me to be a better father. Lord, help me to be a better mother. Whatever you need help in, pray. Everything you need to know is in the Bible. Open the Bible, read the Bible. Ask God to help you. God will help you. God said he will supply all our needs. I ain't had nothing, y'all. I just paid this bill today. That was $39. And it was my electric bill. I ain't never in my life seen 39 on a piece of paper. Ever in my life. Never seen a bill that was that. I ain't never in my life paid no $39 for a light bill. That's cheap to me. And it's God's favor. When God favors on your life, God gonna start doing God gonna do some unbelievable things. Y'all gonna look at y'all receipt and say, let me tell y'all this. I took the kids to McDonald's yesterday. I asked the dude, how much is my stuff? He said, ain't nothing but $8. I said, $8 for number one and 10-piece chicken nuggets and fries? He said, yeah. God about to bring down the prices to y'all. Y'all better get on board. When God bring the prices down, you better get on board and say, Lord, I receive it. Some of y'all got some bills in your name and you like, Lord, I don't have nobody to pay this. Ask God to bring the bills down. Ask God to bring some things down. He will do it. All you got to do is say, God, supply all my needs. Lord, I need a financial breakthrough. Lord, I need something. And God will give you what you need. All you got to do is be real with God. Be real with God. And God will do everything back to you. But one thing I want to say, don't play with sin. Don't play with sin. When you praying with God, when you praying to him, be real from your heart. Don't dip back and forth into sin, fornication. When you dipping back and forth into that, you messing up your whole walk with Jesus. You can't walk with God and walk with Satan. Learn how to repent, break that soul ties and say, Lord, help me to move forward. Help me to break this bond that I have with this person. Because you got to realize, you got to really ask yourself, do this man really love me for who I am? Or he just, listen. I'm looking in the spirit. You are too nice. God said you too nice. And sometimes the thing is you so innocent. God said you so innocent. And you just, I just want to do this to make him happy. I just want to do this because I just want a relationship. You looking for the wrong stuff. God said you looking for the wrong stuff in a relationship. When you looking for a relationship, make sure that man have God in him. And don't have sex. Be celibate. You ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing out here. I want to do everything in the will of God. And the only way I can do everything in the will of God is by repenting and living my life clean. You got to live. Listen, the Bible says, live by the word. Why do you think we read the Bible? Just to play? No, we got to live by the word. We got to make sure the word is in our heart. You mean tell me you reading the Bible, you can't remember the Bible verses? I can remember it. But now I can tell you maybe about 10 Bible verses, maybe more than that, because I read the Bible every day. What I'm saying to you is, don't let sin affect your relationship with God. I love you all. Be encouraged. Have a blessed day. I need to rest my eyes. I'll be on here tomorrow morning. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Keep your head up. Be strong. And fathers, you can do better. I believe in you. Pull yourself together. Be in your child life. Be in your child life. Your child matters. Thank you again for watching. Stay blessed.